In the world of martial arts, there are those who seek strength and power, and then there is Jack Hanma. Driven by a burning desire to surpass his father, the legendary Yujiro Hanma, Jack has pushed his body to the limits, undergoing intense training and experimenting with dangerous drugs. But at what cost? Jack's obsession with revenge has transformed him into a monstrous force, a creature fueled by rage and a primal need to dominate. He is a formidable opponent, capable of unleashing devastating blows and tearing apart his foes with his powerful jaws. But Jack's strength comes at a price. His body is ravaged by overtraining and drug abuse, and his mind is teetering on the brink of insanity. Is he truly becoming stronger, or is he merely destroying himself? Stay tuned as we unravel the untamed saga of Jack Hanma, the man who fights like a rabid animal and bites with the force of a crocodile. Don't blink, because Jack's story is about to get even wilder. Since childhood, Jack Hanma has been consumed by a burning desire to surpass his formidable father, Yujiro Hanma, in strength and martial prowess. This relentless pursuit is not driven by a yearning for paternal love or respect, but rather by an insatiable thirst for vengeance. Jack's fans often debate whether he is a true heir to the Hanma bloodline, questioning his purity and lineage. Yujiro has always held Jack in low regard, viewing him as weak and lacking the inherent potential of a true Hanma. Despite Jack's relentless training and unwavering dedication, he has yet to achieve the level of strength that would earn him his father's recognition. In an attempt to bridge the gap between his current abilities and the daunting power he craves, Jack resorted to artificial means, relying on steroids and other enhancements to boost his physical capabilities. While these methods have undoubtedly contributed to Jack's growth, they have also fueled Yujiro's disdain for his son, reinforcing his belief that Jack lacks the true essence of a Hanma. The question of Jack's purity within the Hanma lineage remains a contentious issue among fans and critics alike. Some argue that Jack's reliance on artificial means taints his Hanma blood, while others maintain that his determination and unwavering spirit embody the true Hanma spirit. Yujiro had always believed that his son, Baki, was his true successor, inheriting his unparalleled strength and resilience. However, Yujiro's perception of his own son was complicated by his own beliefs about blood purity. He held the belief that only those with pure Hanma blood could truly unlock the full potential of the Hanma lineage. Yujiro's son, Jack Hanma, was a stark reminder of his own past recklessness and the consequences of his actions. Jack was conceived out of rage and spite during Yujiro's time in Vietnam, a product of a brief encounter with Diane Neal, a Canadian spy who had infiltrated his life. Yujiro's initial assessment of Jack was harsh, deeming him unworthy of the Hanma name due to his perceived lack of pure blood. Despite his reservations about Jack's lineage, Yujiro couldn't deny the undeniable effects of Hanma blood coursing through Jack's veins. Jack possessed an incredible physical prowess that rivaled even Yujiro's, and his raw strength and determination were undeniable. Yujiro's assessment of Jack's purity was further challenged by his own acknowledgement that Baki's mother, Emi Kozumi, was not of Hanma blood herself. This raised questions about the true criteria for determining Hanma lineage and the extent to which blood purity played a role in unlocking one's potential. As Baki and Jack continued to grow and develop as martial artists, their contrasting backgrounds and inherited traits became increasingly apparent. Baki, raised under the tutelage of his mother and surrounded by a supportive network, embraced his mixed heritage and focused on honing his skills and techniques. Jack, on the other hand, bore the weight of his father's expectations and the stigma of his perceived impurity. Despite these challenges, Jack's determination and unwavering ambition fueled his growth, allowing him to overcome obstacles and tap into his immense potential. Consumed by an unwavering obsession to surpass and defeat his formidable father, Jack embarked on a relentless training regimen that pushed his body to the brink of collapse. Obsessed with achieving superhuman strength, he frequented various fighting gyms, subjecting himself to grueling hours of overtraining. His dedication to his goal was unwavering, often spending over 12 hours relentlessly punching sandbags without pausing to eat, rest, or even use the restroom. The strain on his body was immense, leaving him with a physique that was more akin to skin and bones than a powerful warrior. Unfazed by the deteriorating condition of his body, Jack remained adamant in his pursuit of ultimate strength. He believed that conventional training methods would never be enough to bridge the gap between him and his father, a man renowned for his unmatched prowess. This insatiable desire for power led Jack to cross paths with Dr. John, a scientist inspired by the legendary Yujiro Hanma. Having witnessed Yujiro's raw strength firsthand, Dr. John believed that Jack possessed the potential to achieve similar levels of power with the aid of a revolutionary drug he had developed, known as X4. Initially skeptical, Jack was eventually swayed by Dr. John's promises of extraordinary results. The scientist assured him that X4 would not only enhance his physical abilities, but also grant him the mental fortitude to overcome any challenge. Driven by his unwavering ambition, Jack agreed to undergo the drug regimen, unaware of the perilous consequences that lay ahead. Under the influence of X4, Jack's body underwent a radical transformation. His muscles bulged with newfound power, and his endurance soared to unimaginable heights. The drug's effects were immediate and profound, allowing Jack to surpass the limitations of his previous training methods. However, this newfound strength came at a heavy price. The steroids infused into X4 wreaked havoc on Jack's body, accelerating the deterioration that had already begun due to his relentless overtraining. As Jack delved deeper into the world of performance-enhancing drugs, he found himself ensnared in the clutches of addiction. His body, once a testament to his unwavering dedication to martial arts, began to betray him, succumbing to the toxic effects of the substances he had consumed. The drugs, initially intended to fuel his physical prowess, had instead become shackles, binding him to a spiral of self-destruction. The once promising young fighter's mental state deteriorated rapidly, his mind clouded by the potent chemicals coursing through his veins. His overdoses became more frequent, each episode leaving him teetering on the precipice of sanity. Yet, despite his deteriorating condition, Jack's yearning for power remained insatiable. His doctor, initially optimistic about Jack's progress, witnessed with growing alarm the young man's descent into addiction. He cautioned Jack about the dangers of his excessive drug use, pleading with him to seek help. However, his pleas fell on deaf ears, as Jack's obsession with power blinded him to the looming destruction that awaited him. Driven by an insatiable hunger for dominance, Jack's physical strength grew exponentially, fueled by the potent drugs coursing through his veins. He became a force to be reckoned with, capable of felling even the most formidable opponents with his bare hands. His power reached a peak when he single-handedly slayed a polar bear, his brute force leaving the majestic creature in a state of agonizing agony. Blinded by his newfound power and consumed by his addiction, Jack entered the Maximum Tournament, a brutal martial arts competition where only the strongest survived. He fought with a ferocity that sent shivers down the spines of his opponents, his drug-fueled strength propelling him through the ranks. Yet, Jack's hubris would ultimately be his undoing. In the final match of the tournament, he faced Baki Hanma, a formidable opponent known for his unwavering determination and unwavering spirit. The battle was fierce and prolonged, testing the limits of both combatants' endurance. In the end, Jack's drug-addled body succumbed to the strain of the intense battle. His muscles, once symbols of his overwhelming strength, began to contort and deform, the toxic substances he had consumed taking their toll. His defeat marked a turning point in his life, forcing him to confront the consequences of his reckless pursuit of power. In the aftermath of the tournament, Jack sought the help of Kureha Shinogi, a renowned surgeon known for his unorthodox methods. Shinogi, recognizing the depth of Jack's desperation, agreed to perform a series of surgeries aimed at restoring Jack's physical abilities. The procedures were grueling and agonizing, pushing Jack's body to its limits. Under Shinogi's skillful hand, Jack's bones were lengthened and his limbs were reshaped, restoring the appearance of normalcy to his disfigured body. The process was arduous and painful, but Jack persevered, driven by his new determination to rebuild his life and regain his lost strength. One day, Ritsu was walking down the street. He smelled roasted pork coming from a nearby restaurant. He went in to eat some. While he was sitting there eating, his attention was drawn to a majestic figure sitting at a nearby table. This person, Jack Hanma, was devouring a whole roasted pig with almost animal ferocity. The incredible speed at which he ate the huge meal, estimated at only 10 seconds, left Ritsu in shock. At first, Ritsu was unaware of the diner's identity and could only notice his remarkable height, believing him to be over 210 centimeters tall. After Jack finished his meal, he got up from his seat and approached Kyoritsu. With a calm demeanor, he revealed that he recognized Kyoritsu from their encounters in the underground arena and the final tournament. This revelation sent waves of shock through Kyoritsu, who immediately realized that he was standing in front of the massive Jack Hanma. Puzzled by Jack's seemingly overnight growth, Kyoritsu marveled at the transformation from the 4 inches tall person he remembered to the towering figure in front of him now. When Jack silently left, leaving Kyoritsu lost in thought about the source of his remarkable growth, Baki's fans found themselves immersed in speculation. There are whispers in the air about a possible demonic return to possess Jack and the possibility of his demon D being awakened again in the future. These rumors fueled the mystery surrounding Jack Hanma, highlighting his unique position within the Hanma family, despite his perceived lack of strength and abilities compared to his relatives. Unlike his father, the formidable Yujiro Hanma, Jack was not born with a famous demon face, a genetic trait that has been passed down through generations of the Hanma family. This apparent lack of devil's back has been attributed to various factors, including Jack's noticeable flaws in Yujiro's eyes and his poor health during his younger years. Despite these challenges, Jack has shown exceptional strength and resilience throughout the Baki series. He repeated his father's act of killing a polar bear with his bare fists, displaying his raw strength and determination. Jack's strength extends beyond physical prowess. He faced powerful opponents such as Muhammad Ali Jr., taking numerous hits and eventually defeating him, even going so far as to cut out Ali's tongue. His encounter with Pickle, a seemingly invincible creature, demonstrated Jack's ability to instill fear, causing Pickle to flee in terror. Furthermore, Jack's body has proven to be remarkably resilient, able to withstand the effects of even unnatural amounts of superstimulants. Although Jack may not have a devilish face, he has certainly earned his place among the most powerful characters in Baki. His unwavering determination, exceptional strength, and remarkable flexibility made him a formidable force in the world of martial arts. His fights were legendary, and tales of his extraordinary strength and perseverance were passed down to the fighting elite. In his confrontation against Baki, he fought with a broken arm, his resolve unwavering despite the excruciating pain. As the massive Pickle tore through his body, Jack responded with a savage fury, the force of his bite rivaling that of an alligator. His jaw was his ultimate weapon, as he was able to crush wood with ease. He can devour an entire roast pig in 10 seconds, his teeth cutting through bone like a hot knife through butter. His bite was so powerful that it could pierce the aramid chainmail worn by the massive Matobi, though that came at a cost. Jack lost his teeth in the process. Undeterred, Jack returned to his training, developing his own style of judo. This new mastery amplified his biting prowess, allowing him to suspend his massive body from a tree by simply squeezing a towel. It can also lift enormous weights for long periods of time, relying solely on the strength of its jaw. Jack's mastery of Gudu extended beyond mere physical prowess, granting him extraordinary sensory enhancements. His eyesight sharpened dramatically, enabling him to discern the intricate network of major and minor blood vessels within his opponent's bodies, akin to possessing X-ray vision. This newfound ability proved invaluable in combat, allowing Jack to anticipate his opponent's movements and strike with pinpoint precision. He also had a sharp tactical mind that allowed him to excel in maneuvering and confronting his opponents. In a stunning display of martial prowess, the amazing Jack Hanma emerged victorious over the legendary Goki Shibukawa, a revered jujutsu master renowned for his technical mastery and philosophical wisdom. Jack's exceptional analytical mind enabled him to identify Shibukawa's weaknesses and to block and counter his every attack with ease. With a brutal bite that exposed the bones in his hand, followed by a brutal kick, Jack sent Shibukawa crashing to the ground, scoring a decisive victory. Driven by an insatiable hunger for conquest, Jack Hanma embarked on an unwavering quest to improve his biting technique to unimaginable heights. After Matobi's devastating blow shatters Jack's natural teeth, he turns to the world of cutting-edge dental technology, replacing his broken teeth with titanium dentures made from the strongest metal known to man. This transformation marked a pivotal turning point in Jack's fighting odyssey, as he wholeheartedly embraced biting as the cornerstone of his fighting philosophy. Driven by an insatiable thirst for mastery, Jack embarked on a global journey, seeking knowledge and refining his biting technique, which he called Gudu, the biting method. This technique raised his biting prowess to unprecedented levels, enabling him to easily smash wood with his teeth and lift huge weights with just his mouth. This ability was clearly demonstrated in his confrontation with Nomi no Sukon, a sumo wrestler with tremendous strength. When Sukuna hit Jack in the face, Jack retaliated with a quick and powerful bite, severing Sukuni's little finger. Likewise, when Sukune tried to kick Jack in the jaw, Jack responded by biting into Sukuni's heel, causing the sumo wrestler to lose a large amount of blood. Jack's unwavering determination and unbridled fighting spirit have captivated fans around the world, making them eagerly anticipate the day when he will once again face his father, Yujiro Hanma, and his half-brother, Baki Hanma. The prospect of these rematches ignites a spark of hope in the hearts of Jack's supporters, increasing their belief that he has the ability to surpass his legendary father and claim the title of the world's strongest being. While the odds may seem stacked against him, Jack's unwavering determination and unbridled fighting spirit provide a glimmer of hope that one day he might actually rise to the top of the martial arts world.